Hey you guys, what's up? It's Grace Doty. I'm going to be answering some questions for the Music Minute, so I really hope you enjoy. Right now I'm working on my demo CD, which is going to be, I think, 4 original songs of mine. I've already done 2. They're up on ReverbNation/Grace Doty if you want to go check them out. They're available for download. And yeah, so that's kind of like my main focus. I do a lot of writing, so I'm going to kind of be deciding what other 2 songs I'm going to put on there. I had decided what I was going to do, and then I kind of changed my mind a little bit, so I think it might be a little different than I had anticipated, but it should be good. So that's what I'm doing right now. Also, I'm in the top 24 in a singing competition for Mercy College, which the grand prize is actually a professionally produced and recorded album, so that would be really great if I got that. The voting actually ended today, so if I made the top 10, I'll be able to do like a live performance. And then if I win that, I'll be able to make an album. So that would be really, really cool. And then I'm also auditioning for the X Factor next week. So that's not really a project. My demo is like my main project. But those are just kind of things I have going on right now. My major influences are, well, I love blues music. That's not a person or a band or an artist or whatever, but that's definitely one of my major influences. I love blues vocals. I love the electric guitar. I love blues guitar. It's like I cry every time I hear it. So that's where I get a lot of musical inspiration from. As far as artists, I love, well, if we're talking about blues, I love Susan Tedeschi. I think she's amazing. I love Christina Aguilera. Her vocals are incredible. I love Paramore. I love Demi Lovato, Crosby, Stills, Nash, the Beatles. I get from sort of all over. So I like to draw inspiration from anyone who I think is great. You can definitely find more of like a little bit of a pop blues vocal in my music because growing up I really like to listen to rather than like pop or top 40 or whatever was on the radio, I like to sort of listen to a little more soulful music, like soulful vocals. So you'll definitely find that in my music. As far as songwriting and such, I definitely think sometimes you can hear a little Demi Lovato in there, like the pop kind of songwriting. Definitely I can get a little quirky, like the Beatles, so you can find that there sometimes. I write all of my own music. I don't have co-writers, although I'd be open to writing with other people if they were interested in collaborating with me. But no, so far I've written all of my own music, and I have like over I think 40 original songs at this point, a little over 40. So yeah, I write all my own music by myself. As far as inspiration, I get inspired by everything that I go through, and even some things that I don't go through, but that I'm aware of that I could possibly go through. I like to put myself in other people's shoes and kind of write from another perspective. I think it's really interesting to write music about something that you don't know about personally, but to try to sort of put yourself in that situation and see how that person would kind of deal with whatever that may be. So I write from my own experiences, and I write from not my own experiences. I definitely write a lot about relationships, as I think a lot of people do, because they can be the most sort of emotionally challenging things, and that's really conducive to songwriting. So. As far as interviewing musicians, probably John Lennon. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do that, obviously, because he's dead, but I'd definitely love to ask him about, him and Paul McCartney actually, about their songwriting process, because some of their songs are just so insane and so quirky and just like so amazing musically and lyrically, that I would just love to know how they came up with that, where they started, like what their inspiration was. I would just love to know these things. So definitely Paul McCartney and John Lennon. My favorite song at the moment, well, at the moment, like as of right now, would probably be Thankful by Kelly Clarkson, because that's the last song I covered on my YouTube channel, which is Grace Sings, by the way, all one word, if you want to go look at that. I definitely tend to get kind of really involved, or not involved, like attached to music that I'm covering, because I feel like I'd rather really understand where the original artist was coming from, like to be able to sort of convey it, rather than just kind of singing it, you know what I mean? Like instead of just sort of idly singing the song, I like to really find out like where they were coming from and like what they meant by all of that. So that's probably why Thankful is my favorite right now, but it kind of, you know, it changes. Some of my favorite songs of all time would probably be Another Kind of Green by the John Mayer Trio, 49 Bye-Byes by Crosby, Stills, Nash, Something in the Way She Moves by the Beatles, let's see, That's What You Get and Misery Business by Paramore. I love them. I think they're amazing. So those would be like my favorite songs of all time. And I hate this question because every time someone asks me this, I don't have an answer. And I looked at the questions before I did this, and I tried to come up with something, and I can't come up with anything, because I think I'm the type of person who generally tries to avoid any kind of like uncomfortable or embarrassing or really awkward situation. So I think I spend way too much time trying to not be in embarrassing moments to actually have one. So I don't have one. Sorry. Mostly what I learned from doing the show was that you will not get any sleep when you're filming a show. You kind of just have to run off of your own energy, not your body's energy, but like your mental energy, like the fact that you're really excited to be doing it. What else? Definitely just to have fun. I know it's kind of cliche, but I think it's really important to sort of just live in the moment and just love what you're doing, and I kind of had to just tell myself that no matter what comes of it, I'm gonna have fun, because that's what I was there to do. To me, music is everything. It's all I could ever imagine myself doing with my life. I've always wanted to be a musician, and a singer specifically, but a musician. And yeah, I mean, it's what I do when I'm bored, it's what I do when I'm sad, it's what I do when I'm happy, it's what I do when I make time for it. Like, I don't have to just be bored to do it. It's not like it's so much a hobby as it is just my life. Like, it's everything to me. So I really hope that I can share my music with everybody and I can turn it into a career. Okay. One newspaper headline. Probably Grace Doty's first album hits #1 on the charts. Now, that would be ideal. However, it's already how far are we into 2011? It probably won't happen. I mean, it could, but it takes a long time to record an album, and I doubt I would have a full album done by then.